G'day everyone, welcome back to Shane's Shed. Got Disco back in here. Lately it's been running, it's a little bit down on power. I suspect there's a boost leak somewhere. Well, we've either got a boost leak or the turbo is starting to shit itself. So let's dive in and find out what's going on. So this is a 2005 Disco 3. It's a 2.7 litre turbo diesel. The normal, real obvious way boost leak to check is this upper hose here. Yeah, so this upper hose, this is the real common one to split along here. I do have a separate video for just replacing that. If you find that's an issue, I'll throw a link up here. But for the meantime, I'm going to inspect, like there's a bit of probably oily residue on there. So I'm going to have a look a bit deeper down, see if there's anything going on there. So my first sort of point of call is we've got this little shield, I guess you call it, over it. I can't see anything. So just while I've been having a poke around here, I've just noticed, so you can see all around here, it seems like it's been misting up with oil now. Obviously I don't clean this engine bay all that often, so it's a bit hard to tell what's what, but just looking for the intake into the this Y piece. And see, that looks like it may be sitting out a bit, and that clip down there looks like it's poking out a bit. So I'm just going to delve into this and just pull it all off and clean everything and put it back together and see what it looks like. So in order to make getting this piece out a bit easier, I just like to take this top fan shroud off. Sometimes I'll take the fan out as well. Just makes getting it out a bit easier. You don't necessarily need to take the fan out. You can squeeze this piece out with the fan in. So yeah. So there is just one bolt down the bottom here that tends to hold this in, and just that clip on the Y piece. So just that one bolt there. Pop that clip out nice and easy, and then this whole lot just slides straight out. Just do that. Fiddle around, you've got to get that fan in the right position sometimes. And there we go. So I've given all that a clean up. I mean, for all intents and purposes, it looks fine. I'll whack it back on and see what it looks like.
12 seconds later.
So I think you'll agree that is sitting on a lot better. So I'm going to button everything back up again, and I'm going to take this for a test drive and see if that solved our issue, because you know, it didn't look right to start with. It looked like it was probably had popped out of its clip. So to save any more delving about, checking every other pipe and stuff that's all buried down on this side of the engine, I'm just going to take it for a test drive and see if we solved it. Okay, so I've got a screen capture going on with my gap ID tool here now, so I can check what boost pressure I'm making. So previously I was only making, I think it was around 10 psi at boost, and it was topping out at that. So already it sounds a lot better. So there's 10 psi already, because obviously about 14 psi is atmospheric pressure. So we need to minus that off. Whatever end result, I mean, already this is feeling like it's back to normal. So I'm pretty sure that we found that issue. I've just got one hill just right here, which this will it's fairly steep, low speed, so that'll certainly get the boost working when it needs to. And yeah, no, it hasn't really solved the issue, to be honest. We're still pumping out a bit of black smoke, and still only around 10 psi of total boost. So that's a bit disappointing. Oh, it's back to the shed, back to the drawing board. So I'm back in the shed. I've taken the front wheels off, mainly because well, on the right hand side, I've got to take off this bottom cover here, just so I can have a decent look at that that hose that comes on this left side of the engine, so this problematic one. That one should be okay in theory because it was replaced not long ago. So on this left side, you've got the turbo here. There is a short rubber hose just behind all these heat shields. It goes into a steel line, and then on this side there's another rubber hose that goes down into the intercooler. So I'm going to have to probably drop this inner guard lining sort of out of the way just so I can get a decent look at that one. It's now got a good access to the intercooler hose here. That's all fine. This hose off the turbo is fine. Now I have checked the actuator in here. It's moving freely. It was sort of sticking a little bit, so that could be a likely problem. I have removed all the wire piece and cleaned all that up, made sure all that's all good. Doesn't seem like there's any issues. And I've checked the other charge pipe as well, so that one's good all the way to the top. Like I said earlier, that one's pretty new. Okay, so amazingly, I've just gone out for a test drive and we're making up sort of absolute about 30 psi boost, so it's working out around 15, 16 psi total boost pressure. Boost seems to be going. I mean, watch the boost up this hill. So it should be building up towards 30 psi total and pulling a lot nicer than what it did before, so yeah, I don't know. Weird. But for the moment, it seems like we've sorted it. So I haven't found anything at all with any of the hoses. They're all good. Not a problem there. I can't find any particular issues. I pulled all the wire piece apart and the intake at the top of the manifold, intake manifold. I gave everything a clean, put it all back together. I'm not too sure whether that's made a difference, or probably more likely I did find the actuator for the turbo vanes. It was just sticking slightly, so I've worked with that, sort of freed it up a bit, and I think that is the thing that's actually made a difference. So hopefully this video helps you out if you've got a similar issue with your disco. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, people.